And now, Storm Team 11 weather.
We've continued to see temperatures for the past couple of days up in the 80s, be it low or mid 80s. Today we're in the mid 80s. Temperatures right now still hanging out in those lower 80s. We're seeing temperatures starting to drop, but they haven't dropped much, with winds from the south at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, sometimes gusting a little bit today, but those gusty winds won't really come back until we move into tomorrow and more into Wednesday. We are seeing some cloud cover out right now, but overall just some fair weather clouds here and there. The bulk of the clouds have yet to move in. Those move in later on this evening. As for what we saw today, we were in the low 80s for some of us, mid 80s for some, but that's still above our average, which sits in the upper 70s. So we were about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of year. But mind you, keep in mind that record, which sits in the upper 80s, some of us in the lower 90s for this time of year. So just keep that number in mind, because that's going to be a little bit important for a point I'm going to make later. Take a look at what we can expect overnight tonight heading into Tuesday morning. We'll see clouds roll in overnight with overnight lows sitting in the mid to lower 60s overnight tonight. Those clouds stick around into tomorrow morning, so we could be seeing some mostly cloudy conditions tomorrow morning, but we will be seeing mostly sunny conditions by tomorrow afternoon, with highs again in the mid 80s, still about 5 to 10 degrees above average for what we'd expect for this time of year. So it's still going to be pretty hot, unseasonably warm for the next couple days, especially if we look ahead here more into this week. Even towards the midweek, we're still seeing temperatures hanging out in the 80s. We trade low 60s lows for mid 60s lows coming into the latter half of the week, with a little bit of a temps drop Tuesday into Wednesday. Overcast conditions do provide a little bit of a reprieve from the heat. We could see a couple spot showers here and there, but that's not really going to be anything other than some local cooling. As we move to Thursday, we're back in the mid 80s there as well. That's all due to this high pressure system sitting off in the Gulf right now. That will continue over the next few days to move through, moving up and to the northwest. And as it does, well, moving into Tuesday, we'll see more cloud cover throughout Tuesday afternoon and into Wednesday as well. We could see some more spot showers, especially moving in through Wednesday. We're also monitoring some flood alerts around the area, mainly along that Choctaw County portion of the Tombigbee Waterway. Those go until Wednesday at 2 in the morning. So just be aware of that if you do live or commute around any of those areas. There is a flood warning in effect. Take a look now at your 7-day forecast. We're seeing temperatures in the 80s throughout much of this week. Partly cloudy conditions on Tuesday, mostly cloudy on Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures do level out back in the mid 80s for Thursday, though. Friday, we see temperatures move into the upper 80s. Could be breaking some records that day, so just keep that in mind over the next few days. So I'll just keep you updated on that if we do break any records. But as we move into the weekend, we see temperatures drop into the lower 80s, with rain moving in Saturday afternoon. And by Sunday, that's when the rain really moves in, and the bulk of that front dropping us into the lower 70s there. And by next Monday, well, we're seeing temperatures back in the mid 70s, a lot more in line with what we would expect normally for this time of year and these kind of spring-like conditions.
Yeah, pushing 9.